Pickaxe.
Hello and welcome to 0 Degrees, the podcast with no qualifications where we solve your complications. I'm Lydia and I'm joined by my good friends Harry and Ravs. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Pretty good. Little hungy-over, but, you know, I'm
just
good. I'm
The
good.
first hungover episode of the year.
Just a dribble.
It's a little times painful.
So your dry January's going well, Ravs. That's fucking
It actually
busting,
did
mate.
go pretty well, man. I made it 12 days, and then I went
Bullshit,
out for a nice
12
meal.
days.
I did.
Bullshit.
And then 12 days. I was a good boy because I was so scared after New Year, and then I had a little glass of wine.
Nah, I'm cool. I think it was like 7 or 8 days. You told me that first weekend that you had a drink.
I
No,
mean,
no.
I know for a fact that both of you guys were drunk as the 1st of January rolled in. So, I mean, that
That's
doesn't...
true.
I'm good.
That's
You were drinking for the majority of the first day of
It
January.
doesn't count, Harry. It doesn't count. Look, I'm going to find out. The people
But then it
need
was
the
our-
truth.
Okay, it might have been the 8th. I don't know.
I
I had a delicious meal, and I wanted a glass of wine.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, I can't find it. Basically, somewhere it says, Lydia, I can't stop guzzling this gorgeous wine. And it is the 3rd of January. Yum, yum, guzzle, guzzle.
It was not the 3rd of January. I was horrendously ill.
That's so funny.
Something along
but,
those
you
lines.
know,
How's your dry January going, Lydia?
It's a damp January, Harry. It's damp.
Is it drizzling?
It's drizzling.
Yeah.
To be fair, so I'm using one of those apps where you track how much you drink. It's like literally called like Try Dry or something like that.
Oh,
And I've
interesting.
only consumed alcohol on 2 days this month so far. So it's the 18th, and I got drunk once.
How many units were consumed
Well,
in these
that's
2 days, though?
okay. So on one night, I did drink 2 bottles of wine, and on
Wow.
well, yeah, and then on another night, I just had like a couple of glasses. So I think over the course of 18 days, that's pretty good going. You spread that out, I'm barely drinking at all. It's like a sip a day.
I've had 3 days, and one of them was a birthday that I felt I had to go to.
That's so brave
that's
of you.
Yeah, I had to.
So
I had
brave.
to.
Although I am going to get pissed tonight, so yeah.
Boom, that's us both on free. What about you, Harry? How are you getting on?
Maybe twice?
Maybe
Maybe.
twice.
That's good for
You
us.
were at the birthday. You were at the birthday with me, so
I know, that was one of them.
yeah.
But the other times I've gone to the pub, I just drank Coke.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Look at us.
Yeah.
We're changed. We used to go
I
like
feel like the thing is, I feel like it's easy to go and drink Coke as long as you're not there for long.
yeah.
It's as soon as I'm like
Yeah.
at the pub for like 2 Cokes, and then I'm just like, well, might as well. I'm fucking here.
When in Rome.
Yeah. When in Rome.
Also, the
Like-
drunker everyone else gets and the soberer you are, the more insufferable
Yeah.
it becomes.
Yeah, the more insufferable. But also, just like it's cold.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
It's
just,
so
like,
cold.
if you're not drinking for that fake warmth, then it's just like, damn, this is kind of grim.
Also, like
Um,
I can sit there and drink like 7 pints of cider, but I cannot sit there and drink 7 pints of Diet Coke. Like that is
It's just
too
not-
much.
It stops becoming as
That
fun.
feels
Also, like
wrong.
chain smoking becomes less fun.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
all of
yeah.
it just becomes less like.
Do
just
we
less
have a
fun.
problem?
It's just weirdly less fun when there's less alcohol involved. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I could draw you the graph, and it is pretty much a straight line. More alcohol equals more fun. Yeah, I mean, it's good. I hope everyone's dry January is going well. I don't know of anyone. I can't think of anyone that we know is doing it super religiously. I don't know anyone who's like gone super,
super hardcore, not
fuck
having
all
a
of it, yeah.
drop until the 1st of February.
What do we think the next one will be though? Because there's veganuary as well, so it's dry veganuary.
Veganuary.
Veganuary. It sounded so weird. Veganuary.
Veganuary. How do you say?
Veganuary.
Vegano.
Veganuary. What do you think like the next edition will be?
Well, there's Stoptober, which is stop smoking in October. Dry January.
There's no nut November.
No nut November. No nutting in November.
We should fill out the calendar.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a thing to stop doing every month.
All right, fapping February.
Okay.
Or to
Right, just another
Or
one.
is it meant to be? Wait, I like it. So you have to offset a month of not doing it by a month of doing it in
you have to do
excess.
it non-stop, like 5 times a
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Okay. March.
So like it's like boozy August. So like Borsgust.
August.
Bosgus.
I'm going big on Boozgust this year.
What's the one? Well, I guess April would be like smoke weed, right? Because that's 420. So
yeah.
that would be like
Sorry, what's February? Like February's an even more boring month than January.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although at least it's shorter. January goes on forever. What could
the February is Valentine's Day. Maybe February is like
Fucking
February. Fucking all the time.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Yeah, I like that. It's fucking February.
Love that.
Get your fuck on.
Get your fuck on.
Okay. March. What are we doing in March? Or what are we not doing?
Wait, so we off on. So we're off for March. Something we have to not do something in March.
Something we love. Something that gives us joy.
No work.
No work.
Holiday. Holiday in springtime. Although March is usually like spring cleaning, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe it's
days
like
get longer. Everything.
No chores.
No chores. Just let everything get disgusting.
Everything just goes to fucking shit. That sounds great to me.
No chores, March. Okay.
Do you guys do spring cleans? Are you in that?
Not really.
I get like really hungover, okay, and that seems to be when I'm my most productive in my flat.
Oh, really?
Like,
I'm the opposite.
I'll lie there and I'll be like, oh, I'm the worst. And to make myself feel better, I'll get up and tidy, and then I feel so good.
I feel like I'm the same, but it's more so I know that like I'm having a horrible experience right now, like just experiencing life, and I might as well just make it like it can't go like any worse by doing all the chores. So I'll just do them because I'm not going to remember doing them anyway because I'm so hungover.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like free time. It's just
what?
like you have loads of free time when you're drunk.
You guys are nuts. I'm the opposite. When I'm hungover, I don't want to move. The idea of doing housework when you're hungover makes a shit situation fucking dire.
Do the dishwasher, do the laundry, hoover, pick stuff up.
But then there's like,
if
you spend the entire like Saturday in bed hungover,
yes,
it's just like, okay, cool, yeah, I haven't moved for like 12 hours or whatever, and it's just it's like you get up and you're like, well, that day just kind of melted into nothing.
And you hate yourself, and it's self-loathing and anxiety.
yeah, it's awful.
It is genuinely awful. Yeah, I know I had a friend I used to live with, and she used to be like that. When she was hungover, she would like clean the whole house. I wish I had that. Like mine is the opposite. I achieve fucking nothing when I'm hungover. It is awful. So that is a good skill to have.
I feel like we should make a bet.
Okay.
How many of this year's, which I guess there will be 52 episodes this year, thereabouts, about probably 48 with breaks and stuff.
And Jingle Jam and.
How many of these episodes are we going to do hungover? With one of us at least hungover.
With
one of us at least hungover.
Can we clean slate this so that?
Well, I think this one counts. Everyone gets a free tally, right? Everyone gets a free tally. Ravs has already fucked it. Everyone gets a free tally. How many are there going to be? Let's make the call now, and we'll check back next January. How many there's been.
I think Ravs is fucked because you always go out on a Tuesday night, don't you?
Yeah.
We go out after the Duncan's Park stream. Like consistently every Tuesday, we go out for a few drinks.
So Ravs is...
And sometimes a few drinks turns into a few hundred drinks.
But I do usually join you.
You do usually.
And are we counting like people hungover as an independent tally? So like if me and Ravs are both hungover right now, that would be 2 on the tally mark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be like one person counts for 1 on the tally.
Yeah.
I don't think I usually drink on a Tuesday night, so I'll be sailing free and easy breezy, baby.
I feel like we should fuck this fucking Wednesday recording off then and move it to a night where Lydia...
Saturday morning.
Yeah, Sunday morning.
9 a.m. We're recording.
I reckon we'll easily dink 20.
I think 20.
Easy. Oh my God.
20 might be conservative.
I think that's conservative. I think I'm more like...
Okay, I'll go lower. I'll go 20. I feel like I've already lost.
I think 35.
35 out of 56.
Well, the thing is, do you know what actually is fucked about this? Is technically Ravs could just be like, okay, and just turn up hungover to every single one.
He could game it. And then what do you get at the end? We said it's a bet. What does the winner get?
To be the biggest alcoholic on 0 degrees.
Yay! God, I love how our fucking dry January is.
I want to run the numbers. Jingle Jam, we're not going to record probably because we'll have recorded in batch in November, which means we'll have drank a lot. I'm going to say 40.
Okay. What did I say? 30? 40. What did
20, 30, 40 makes an easy thing to remember.
20,
I went
30,
low,
40.
Lily went mid, Ravs went high.
Okay.
I think thing is we might like all it takes for us is one bad month, and we can reach 40 real fucking quick. All of us turning up hungover, like we're gonna zoom past 40.
Well, it used to be that we would all go out on a Tuesday night because Pokemon was on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, so Wednesday used to be the like mega hungover.
And then
day.
you've forsaken us.
I have forsaken you.
No, I'm sorry. Should we get into some questions then?
Yes. Let's
we can just chat about drinking for just
our
hours.
favorite subject. God, what must people think of us? I mean,
I know.
They probably just identify with us. They probably live very similar lives.
Yeah.
People love us, though. The people love us. The podcast is booming. We got some stats. It's doing really well. Like crazy, mad. Thank you,
everyone.
It's nice to know people are listening
support.
and enjoying it. Which is
Yeah.
cool.
Share it with your mum. Some people's mums listen to this, and I love it.
Share it.
No, some people's mum loves us. Yeah.
Really?
There's a mother lover.
Some people's parents listen to this podcast.
Really?
So cool.
I could. Oh my god! If my mum listened to this podcast, I'd be mortified.
But the thing is, usually it's not us saying fucked up things. It's people writing in about fucked up things.
Yeah,
We're not
exactly.
fucked up people, Lily. That doesn't.
No, we're so
All we
Stop
can
normal.
self-reporting on how fucked up you are.
All we can do is, deal with the questions that are sent to us. So
that's it. Our hands are tied.
exactly.
It's not us. Don't blame us. I'm sorry,
I'm
Mum.
sorry, Mum. All right, who wants to pick it? Who wants to grab a question then?
I'm grabbing this one from one of our lovely patrons. Thank you, people on Patreon.
Thank you,
We love you.
Patreon people.
They say, "Hello, 0 Degrees. Just a quick one today. If you were to become a supervillain, what would be your origin story? What powers would you have? And what would you have powers? And if so, what would they be? Have a good one. Looking forward to another year of tomfoolery from you guys. And in case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night."
Yeah,
You got them all covered.
That's Truman Show, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay. What superpower are we gonna? We did superpowers before, but we didn't do
villain
backstories
as well, though.
What superpowers did we go for before?
I think we
You went
fucked
invis,
each other.
I was flying at like 1 mile an hour.
What?
No, like, no.
was our superpower. We were just fucking each other hardcore.
Yeah, we're a power trio.
That's so crazy. I didn't realize I was a super person.
No, but like we picked the power and then other people picked what the.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Not that type of.
So yours was being invis round.
I think mine was invisible,
Yeah.
but you guys made it so that like I shit my pants or something like that, or something like that.
That sounds like something we would do.
Right.
Yeah,
I think mine was I flew, but you guys made it so I was going
short bursts or
short
something.
you
bursts
couldn't
of
get
flight
anywhere.
really slowly.
It was basically fucking useless.
It was something like you could fly for an hour a day or something like that, but really
at the speed I could run. Just like terrible power.
I think mine was like I could go back in time or something like that, but it was like I could move around. No, what was it? I could go to another place in time, like, but the bad side of it was that whatever was happening at that, like, if I went, I can't.
I do remember yours.
Yeah, it's hard to articulate.
Yours was like restricted time
It was
travel.
something restricted about I would end up in the middle of nowhere or whatever.
So it would be you could time travel, but you couldn't teleport.
Right.
So you could rewind and fast forward time.
That was
but
it.
You'd have to be stood in the place that you thought that was going to happen. So you couldn't. It wasn't like you could just time travel. Because people always can kind of combine those two superpowers. I kind of feel like those are two different superpowers. Like
yeah.
manipulating time, but also be able to like not be in the right place. I think it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so this is our super villain and our origin story.
Yes. I feel like I'm going to take the same powers, but I feel like I feel like it has to be something related to like, I was like huffing helium as a kid because my power feels more like a hot air balloon than like a flying machine. So I feel like, I don't know, I went to like, Bristol's Balloon Fiesta or something and like huffed a load of helium. And then just like, ever since then, he was never the same.
But if you're a villain, how are you using your slow flight
just like torment people?
Evil?
Nah, I'm a floating bound. Like just pretending to be a bird shitting on people.
You're just going to get shot.
Flying off of people. No, in England, it's fine.
People have hunting rifles.
What, people just throw knives at me? Get down. Get down, you crazy man.
All right, so that's your frankly crap superpower. What about yours, Raz?
Oh man, like mine just like if I stick to the same, it's invisibility. Like, how do you use?
But wait, what was your negative?
Evil?
What was your negative?
You guys, I can't remember what you guys made me do.
Oh, it was like with piss, wasn't it? You're only invisible whilst you're
only
pissing.
Invisible the time you're pissing. That's it.
Oh, was it? Oh wait, or was it? I was only invisible except my cock, or something like that.
No.
I think it was piss.
You were all invisible, but you had to. The only time you were invisible was when you were pissing.
Oh, I fucking love that. How would I use that for evil?
I mean, I don't. It just sounds inherently kind of bad.
I'd have to just like constantly be drinking like cinema-sized drinks, like big gulps, and just like running around robbing banks while pissing. Just eat lots of asparagus, so it's like stinky piss, just terrorize people.
Piss.
Yeah, just like have like really stinky pisses.
Where does this power come from though? Is it like,
how did it happen?
I feel like you like pissed into like some like science facility or something. You broke in and like
I
needed
really
to piss
had
when you were
to pee
drunk.
when I was at a science lab and I went down the wrong corridor and I started pissing in a vat. And when I started pissing, the liquid shot up from into my dick and spread throughout my body,
oh my God,
making me invisible. But when the stream stopped, I went back to normal. And then every time I pee,
it's a true story. Lydia. Don't look so disgusting.
It happened.
It's so tragic. Then ever
it's
since,
a story.
I've cursed their name, Piss Corp.
Your glabs.
Big piss.
That's a neat trick, that piss of yours.
I do love that for a negative on being invisible.
My name is the Piss Goblin.
The Piss Goblin.
It brings out like this more of like this concept of like how slowly can you piss? During how slowly, like, can you still come out, but like can you continue to piss? Because like
if I can hold my piss, would that keep me invisible if I stop?
No, there needs to be like pee traveling through urethra.
Yes,
that's like the on switch.
But if I lock it in there, like if I shut the tunnel,
you can't.
You could flick it on and off. You could flick it. You could like lag switch.
You're gonna get so many UTI rabs if you do that. You're gonna be riddled with UTIs, my friend. You've got to think about your health. All right.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure about this plan.
All right. Well, how are you using your? What's your backstory?
Well, I don't.
Back in time.
I'm going to change mine. I'm going off piste because I can't.
Okay.
Teleporting is going to make me a good supervillain. I feel like a good supervillain is like mind control, like getting people to do like fucked up shit and like being in control of people, having the power to do that. Who?
Yeah, Kilgrave.
Why?
From Jessica Jones.
What?
David
Yeah.
Tennant.
Okay, that whatever that is.
Oh wait, Lydia! I feel like we can't just let you come up with a new superpower without maybe adding some negatives.
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel like it's unfair for you to just get a lovely, fresh, new, powerful superpower with no horrible Rams and Harry negatives.
Right.
I've got to add some negatives. So mind control.
So it's complete mind control. Is that what you're saying?
I can make anyone do whatever I want. I can
en masse. What's the extent of your mind control?
Okay, I instantly have a good counter.
Okay.
She loses control of her own body while she's controlling the other person's mind.
But what does my own body do?
You just stand there like,
I mean, that's all right, isn't it?
Wow, that's kind of
And
normal
you make
for
that-
Lydia.
you make that
That's
noise.
weird that you'd like, weird that you call her out like this. I was going to say, whatever you mind control people to do, you're doing as well.
Oh, well then what's the point of it?
Well, because that's I feel like that's the fun.
Can I be like hiding in my house and making it happen? I can see them out the window.
Yes, but yeah. I guess what's like another fun negative? I mean, a really horrible negative that would like ruin your life would be like you have to every time you go into someone's mind, you have to like you see all of their lived experiences up until that point, which would be like horribly traumatic and empathetic before you suddenly ruin these people's lives by making them rob a bank, seeing like, oh, he's got a family of 4
he's got babies.
It's not even make you do a lot less evil.
You know what a good one is for mind control, I think, because this was in an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Well, it's not mind control, but she at one point she can hear everyone's thoughts, and it sends her crazy because when you can't shut off, you can't choose at will when everyone's thoughts are just entering your head. Imagine how overwhelmed you're walking through the office and you get everyone's thoughts in your head, and also like you'd hear all this horrible stuff about you, and oh god, it would just be awful. So maybe something like that, where like
that's quite a depressing one. I feel like that would just be like I go.
That would drive you insane.
Kill myself,
that would actually, and then you'd just become a recluse. You'd like live by yourself in the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did I get? So okay. So what do I have to do? Whatever I make people do.
A fun negative, Lydia. Yeah. A fun negative. It only works on animals.
Oh. Okay. No, I love that. I'll get them to do my evil bidding.
Yeah, because suddenly I like this of you just walking like. So it makes it a lot less powerful, right? Not being able to control humans is a lot less powerful. But I feel like that's fun.
No, I like that. I'll be like that. The Futurama episode with the evil zoo man. I'll be like that, and I'll make the animals do my bidding. Go, kitty cat, kill.
Oh, and you also have to play a flute while you're doing it. You have to be like the Pied Piper.
Okay, all right. I mean, this is just getting better and better. You say it's a negative, but this is just a plus. What's my origin story? I guess... I fell into the gorilla enclosure at Cincinnati Zoo.
And someone threw you a recorder and was like, use this.
And it kind of just went from there, really. And then everyone hated me because a gorilla got put down, and I decided to get my revenge. That's it.
I like it.
That's it. Boom. Rest in peace.
That's great.
Dicks out for Harambe.
That's a good superpower.
Thank you.
Hey, Harry, Lydia, and Ravs. Love y'all. Here's my question. I moved across the country to a new city right after uni for a job, and I've been living there for a year and a half. I've met some cool friends, and I like certain things about the city, but I'm not sure if I'm in love with it. And I don't want to spend all of my 20s living somewhere that's just okay when I could enjoy somewhere else more. How long do you think you should live in a new city before you can accurately judge what it's like to live there long term? I think it's an interesting question because we've all moved to Bristol from a different city.
True.
True. Yeah, all of us. Yeah.
And we've all been in Bristol for varying amounts of time.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
How long have you been here, Liz?
I have been here for, I want to say 4 years.
Yeah, although you've travelled down more intermittently for longer. But yeah, you've been here permanently for 4 years.
Visiting,
I've been here for 9.
Wow. So 9, 4, and Ravs.
And I'm 2.5 now, which is kind of insane.
What? It's already 2.5 years?
In February, it's 2.5.
I mean, a lot of it was COVID.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the worst thing. I moved here mid-COVID. I would come down for 10 years.
Yeah.
Just randomly.
How long do you guys think, I guess that's it's kind of like a twofold question, right? Like, how long do you, firstly, how long do you need to live there? And then I don't know, how long should you spend? I don't know. How long do you need to give it? I feel like it was probably a year or 2 years in Bristol.
Yeah.
Living there properly before I even felt like I even knew the city that well. Do you know what I mean? Going to different areas of it. I did make quite a good effort when I first arrived to actually try and explore and stuff. I feel like even then it takes a fair while, unless you have just some dedicated days doing it. If you're just doing it alongside living life, and I feel like you have a good gauge of it after a year. But then do you truly know all of it? Probably after 2, and then it takes longer from there to just discover everything, right? I feel like I know Bristol pretty well. Do you guys feel like you know Bristol pretty well after the time you've lived here?
Not really, honestly. I feel like I know the centre kind of well, but I get really turned around in South Side, Bedminster area, and Clifton is confusing to me because I've only been there a handful of times.
Yeah,
I feel like I know the centre, but I don't really know the outskirts of Bristol.
Yeah, same as me actually. I know bits of Bristol, but I wouldn't say I've got a huge knowledge of it, not compared to what I had where I used to live. But yeah, I would say reading this, after how is it long? It's been a year and a half. I would say after a year and a half, you have a good feel of what you want.
I feel like gut feeling, right?
If you like it.
And I think that is just more right than anything.
Yeah.
I feel like you get your gut feeling as soon as you step off the fucking train or drive into a place. You just know whether you can just tell. I feel like you can just tell whether you think you're gonna enjoy somewhere. And you can be proven right or wrong on that, but I do think usually your gut feeling's probably right.
When I first moved to Bristol, I didn't immediately love it, but that's because I missed all my friends who were in London. That was a really hard transition for me. But now I love
You have
Bristol,
us and we're your
and it's
best friends, and we're
awful.
both
It's
better.
awful, and I pray for my other friends every day. But now I much prefer Bristol, and would never move back to London. I love Bristol, so I feel like if this person is still after all this time going, not really that into it, maybe. Like, you're right. Life is short. You don't want to spend your 20s living somewhere you're not really that into. I would just, maybe it's time to think about moving. Maybe
it's probably worth writing down a list of like
pros
why
and cons,
you don't
right,
like
as
it,
well,
like,
and why you don't like it.
Yeah, what are the actual tangible things, and how many of those things are going to change, right, over time?
That's true.
Like, friends are for forever, but friends also do change and evolve over time. Like, is it that like there's just nothing that all the hobbies that you love aren't in the city? All of the kind of you can't find the food that you like. If there's like fundamental things that you're going to interact with on like a daily basis, a weekly basis that you can't find in that city, I think you're probably fucked, and you probably should move.
Yeah,
whereas if it's slightly more temporary things, like
I knew when I moved here, it was like, I could fucking live here, like easy. I'll probably buy in Bristol. People always ask me, "You gonna go back to Scotland? How do you find Bristol?" Like, I could go back to Scotland. I've thought about it. I could certainly buy a much fucking bigger house in Scotland than in Bristol. Fuck me, the housing market down here is insane. But like, I don't know. I just felt like I lived in a small town, and I had the same feeling I think they had. I was like, I want to get out of here. Like, I need to get the fuck out of here. I just found it kind of weird how everyone just wanted to stay there. I was like, I don't know. So I get it. It's kind of like a yearning for wanderlust. Is that what they call it? Want to go somewhere
different.
Yeah.
I think you also have to go and see. Like, I've been to quite a few. I think there's only a handful of British cities I haven't been to at this point. And seeing what else there is makes you appreciate some of the things that you do have. And so, like, if this is like your first big new city experience, and you've only ever been in, your home city and this new city, then it can be hard to like compare and understand what there is actually out there. Because I think you're always going to preference your home in some regard, right? You're always going to have like nostalgia or friends or family. There's always going to be like really strong bonds there. Whereas I think you need to go and see everything else a little bit to be like, oh shit, actually, this new place really isn't that bad. I'm giving it a bit of a hard rep, and maybe it's workable.
I would say advice for this person: go on some day trips. Like, go see some other cities. Like, go and explore a bit and work out if it's that you're kind of chasing something which might not. It's hard, obviously, with just a day trip to get a full vibe of a city. But is it that you're chasing something which doesn't really exist? Like, nowhere's going to be the most perfect place. Or is it actually that, you're right, this city is just not ready for you. It's not got the things that you want. It's not got the nightlife you want. It's not got the hobbies that you want. And somewhere else could be way better for you. Because I would say all three of us, I guess, can say that after a year and a half, we knew that we were very happy in Bristol, right?
Yeah.
I think that's, but our happiness, not only is Bristol helps, but we have friends and stuff, and we have like support, and that's like, I think that's one of the hardest bits about moving away, right?
Definitely.
Is moving into just like that kind of openness. That being said, I'm trying to think about my friends who've left uni. Apart from the obvious London case, most people who went to uni didn't stay in the city that they went to uni.
Really? They moved?
I think most of them would have moved to different cities.
Oh, that's interesting, because lots of people stay in the uni city, don't they?
London's obviously different because everyone ends up going to London, but I think lots of people have moved around. So I don't feel like there's this normal thing of most people hang out in the city after they've done uni. I don't feel like that's like a trope or something. Also, it's hard to tell whether this person's American or British, because I think that does change it quite a lot.
Americans move around a lot, right?
Yeah.
I got a British vibe from this. I don't know why.
I guess the fact they call
uni.
it
uni
seems more British.
Yeah, uni feels very British.
I'm wondering if maybe like you just live in the wrong part of the city. Maybe there's like a nicer area you could go to, or like is it really just not gelling for you? I don't know. Like,
interesting. Has there ever been a city you guys have gone to and have you like really, really disliked it?
Birmingham just didn't gel with me. Like, I'm not joking, man. Like,
I don't know why whenever anyone says Birmingham, I'm just like, it just feels like the autofill answer.
Yeah, but I mean, it's true. I went there and like, I just did not gel with the place at all. It felt like really crowded and everything was like mazy and
the city centre is quite some bits of it are quite grim. It's just like big A roads, big fucking buildings.
Yeah,
like some bits of Birmingham are really nice though.
Classic answer for me as well. Edinburgh. Edinburgh's good for a visit
lovely.
once or twice. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but there's way too many fucking hills and stairs and fucking everything's so far away from each other. Like, to get anywhere is annoying. You have to take a fucking tram. Fuck off with your tram. All right. Yeah, that's my 2 UK takes.
I don't know if I've ever gone to a city where I'm like, oh, I hate this, because I think that most big city town centres are all fairly copy paste.
I agree.
So there's nothing that's really, the only actual city that I think I've been to and I haven't liked wasn't in this country. So yeah.
Where was that? Name and
shame.
Shame.
I didn't like LA.
I
didn't like LA.
I actually would go as far as you'd have to pay me to go back to LA.
Yeah,
I would never choose to go there again in my life.
San Diego was sick though.
San Diego's lovely.
I want to go to San Diego. I want to go to San Diego bad. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of LA. But in this country, I've never been anywhere and I've been like, oh, I can't stand this. What about you, Harry?
I didn't love Manchester. I think that's probably one of the, and it's not that I hated it. I just didn't. It felt like all of the bigness of London, but with none of like the benefits. Do you know what I mean? It just felt kind of grim and big city, and compared to like Liverpool. Even, do you want one that surprised me? I really like Sheffield. Sheffield was like really. I thought Sheffield was really nice.
I've never been.
I thought it was really cute.
I've never been. I was in Manchester for one day, but I had a fucking great time. Like, I was staying in a really nice hotel, like next to the gay village, which was just awesome. Everyone was super nice.
The gay village. I've been to the gay village in Manchester. I went to a club in there, and it is fucking great.
It's dope, and like I ate the most delicious sandwich I've ever eaten in my damn life in Manchester.
Oh, really?
And then like I went to the Elden Ring board game event at a monastery. So I just
that's pretty unfair fucking experience.
I just saw like dope bits of Manchester. I had a great time.
No, but I think also there's always nice little bits. There's always a selling point of a city, right?
Yeah.
And it's about finding that selling point.
Exactly.
Like some of the views of Bristol that you get, sometimes I am like, wow, this is a really fucking.
You jammy
awesome
bastard Harry, with the view from your flat. It's quite nice. You asshole. Lovely.
I mean, the view. I've heard the view back from like Bedminster up to Clifton. Like that view. If you get that view perfectly, it's like amazing. Beautiful. Seeing all the Clifton houses up on the hill, the bridge, all like the coloured little cottages and stuff. It's just fucking great.
Beautiful.
Like
Bristol is so nice. I love Bristol.
Bristol's awesome.
Fucking cool. It not only does it have like a really cool like just vibe and aesthetic and like feel to it, but it's so pretty. It's got like
the waterfront,
the bridge,
as well.
The waterfront, like harbour side, and it's got the woods and
That's it. Also, like it just drops off to countryside instantly on the west. It's just so weird.
Got Banksy graffiti and like
it's such a weird mix.
So
that's what I find
cool.
Like some bits of Clifton feel like you're walking through like West
London.
It's
very like posh and well-to-do, and
then some bits of it are just like polar opposite, and it's just fucking wild that it all lives completely next to each other.
And they're all not that far away from each other. Like
it's really interesting.
Beautiful. Like Wapping Wharf is so nice. Like there's so many fucking lovely areas of Bristol. It's so cool. I love Bristol.
And then there's the bear pit.
And then there's the bear pit. I don't think I've ever hung out around there.
No,
I was warned, don't go to the bear pit. It's scary, you will die. And I was like,
that's
okay.
Why then.
Okay, jeez.
It's not, I mean, that's an over-exaggeration, but it's not entirely accurate. Not entirely inaccurate. It's it's a little bit of a sketchy area of Bristol. It's all good, though. All right, that's a good question, though. Should we move on?
Okay, next question is another one from the Patreon. Thank you so much. It says, hi, 0 degrees. Keep up the good work. Simple question from me. How do you gently convince someone to do something that they don't want to do? This could be something like supporting a colleague at work who isn't pulling their weight, or conversely, introducing a weird fetish to your partner. Much love, a bastard with a PhD. Is this Dr. Simon? Is he trying to...
Simon? He's trying to spice things up in the fucking
goodness.
Crazy.
He's trying to get freaky.
I love the parameters on just like the timeline set here of, just support a colleague and just fucking, make things fucking really raunchy in the bedroom. Just like a really, really simple question to answer. Thanks, Oscar.
Right, yeah, because I feel like both of these have very different approaches.
Very different ways you would go about doing them, yeah. Interesting. How do you gently convince someone to do something they don't want to do? I mean, ask nicely, be polite.
Ask them every night.
Every night.
Please.
Beg them on your hands and knees. Please, Lord.
All right. So with the work thing, they're saying a colleague isn't pulling their weight and you're convincing them to help support that person. And they're like, I don't want to help support them. They're not pulling their weight. So how do you gently convince them that actually they should do that?
Maybe subliminal messagings, maybe.
Yes.
Just start posting them fake, newspapers. We're like, do more work. As the headlines, I was like, oh, whoa, it's weird. It's weird. Hire actors to like walk up to them in the street and just shout at them, do more work, and then just walk past.
Just leave little bits of paper that says do more work. Or like if it's a kink thing, just like leave it lying around. Just have it sitting there.
Oh, an advert for a bulldog.
Why are there so many bananas in our flat?
Oh my God, is that a massive 9-inch strap-on hanging on the door? Oh my God, how did that get there? Who left that there? That's crazy. Well, I can't put that on. But
it might fit you.
Yeah.
Honey.
Oh wow, you really suit that, honey. Oh fuck, I'm stuck in the washing machine, honey.
I'm falling. I can't get up.
Oh no, my ass is up in the air. Oh shit. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Watch out, the oil is slippery. The floor is slippery with oil.
All right, well, that's the answer to the latter part of the question.
That's that one done.
That's how you do it.
Very gently. That was very gentle. Very
subtle. Very
not forward
subtle.
at all.
I would say,
what if you break into their house and whisper in their ears while they sleep?
What about your big
dildo? We do not condone anyone doing anything
work.
Illegal.
Do more work.
Oh, the work
Just
one.
Whisper. Yeah, do more work.
Okay, but they're trying to convince someone. Wait, let me reread this question. They're trying to convince someone to support a colleague who isn't pulling their weight. So they're not telling the person to work more. Oh no, wait. This could be something like
they're saying they just give examples.
Oh right, no wait, yeah, I'm an idiot and reading it wrong. So a person's not working much. Ignore me.
I kind of like Rouse's subliminal. Do you just sign them up to like loads of like newsletters about how to do more work and shit?
Yeah,
you just put their email into like 70 new newsletters and they just receive all of these constant fucking mails about like, man, really not doing your work at work, are you? So do more. I don't know.
I feel like you just subliminal idea.
Really, you just have to ask nicely, and then if it isn't working, you just gotta check them.
Yeah, the reality is communication is key.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
like we can joke about putting a gun to someone's head and stuff, but like,
yeah,
I feel like
gentle discussions which are non-confrontational when it comes to talking to your partner. When the mood is right, when the honey is funny.
These two examples are so different. I don't like it.
Maybe you're talking about, I loved it when with that time when you pulled my hair, and then you can go, I'd really like it if we go on sex swing, and just see, just gently see what they think. Nice.
Don't go too crazy though. Like if she's like, I love that when you pulled on my hair. I would love if you like shat in my eyes. You know what I mean? Like,
I want you to reverse shit in my ass, did you just say?
Yeah, no, shit in my eyes.
Reverse shit? What is that when it goes back inside?
It's like when you shit into their ass. You shit into their ass?
What, so you gape yourself and they shit into your butt? Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, don't go from like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Relay. Don't do a relay race.
Mm-hmm. You've got to
pass the baton. Pass the baton.
Pass the baton.
I don't know if that's a thing, but that's amazing.
That's the name of this episode. Pass the baton.
God.
Pass the baton.
That is wild.
Oh my God.
So yeah.
Hello, parents who listen to this. Jeremy's mother.
My God.
I hope you're enjoying this one, Jeremy's mother.
What if there was a parent that sent this one in?
Oh my God. I think that answers the question, to be honest. I think that's how you do it. I think we've answered it.
Well, no, I'm saying don't do it that way.
Do it like that. I think do it like that.
I do it like that, I agree.
So what we're saying is subliminal messaging, whispering in their ear and making a fake newspaper, and also just asking straight out if you can shit in their ass. There we go.
It's good. I just feel like we've peaked. I feel like that's it. It's the best advice we've ever given.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful.
That guy had a PhD, by the way.
Yay!
So, that's nice. It's nice. Nice that he came to us.
But
degree scum.
They were a patron, so are they just using the PhD role?
Oh, true.
Oh,
is that Are they counting their Patreon tier as a degree?
I like it.
That's what I wonder.
You know what, Rams? The listeners out there, if they want their question answered just to that kind of extent, that kind of depth, brevity, and seriousness, they can too become a Patreon on 0 Degrees. Patreon.com/0 Degrees. You can go do it. You get to ask your questions in early. We get notified of it.
Shout out to our lovely patrons. We do. We will eventually give you some more morsels, but right now,
this is all you're getting.
Right now, it's just early access to the questions, not the episodes. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
And we give them priority on the questions, which I think is great. And
honestly, there will be more perks.
The quality of the Patreon questions is fucking great. So I'm not mad giving them priority at all.
Yeah,
they do a great job.
But that being said, do send in your questions. We're always reading through them. We love getting new questions. Cursed and uncursed.
Yeah.
There's some pretty monster story ones that we might have to dig into in a couple episodes. Some really long edits.
There's some big ones, but the big ones can sometimes be juicy. It's like an apple.
You want to bite into it and find the seedy core that you can spit out. All right, brilliant. Should we call it there then? I think that's a great ending spot.
I think that we can peak on that. So
pass the baton,
baby.
Pass the baton. Pass the baton to your friends and family. Spread the podcast.
No, not with your family.
Spread the positive message of the podcast to your friends. Do it.
Don't pass the baton with your family. Do not. That's certainly illegal.
Make them listen.
To do that.
Do it.
All right, we'll catch you all next week.
Okay.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.